Okay, yeah, recording. Thank you, Swati. Yeah, let's get started right now. Yesterday we covered a couple of things, especially DML query that we try, right? The basic queries like what is the purpose of DML queries and various statements like insert, update, delete. Those three types that we learned and how we need to do. Okay. Today also we will cover on those topics in some more a deep dive on it, as we can use like some kind of advanced DML operation, so that like we should not we realize that like there something we need to know. So let me share the screen quickly. Yeah, please let me know if you can see my screen. I hope my screen is visible. All right. Yeah, yesterday the same thing like whatever we learn the DML operations, right? Insert and update and then delete. So we have a different use cases or multiple ways actually. We have seen it like in a single row insert and multiple rows insert. This I think you might have tried yesterday. These two mostly and third one also I think like in a similar to like where we want to insert for particular columns. What are the mandatory elements? Okay, if they we no need to insert non-null values anyway that are if you don't insert, still that statement will allow to insert the mandatory elements. So in that way we can restrict, okay, insert into employees, and we can give only few elements which are few data which are mandatory, not necessary to insert all other elements if you don't want. So this is the another way of doing it. Third one, this you can try. The fourth one is like which we need to know more. We can insert into records, copying from another table. So this one like where we can try it out. Um, okay, for example now we do have a table. We already had table called employees. Now if you see, I took a backup as well to perform some kind of operations, and later I can revert the data from backup. Okay, how can I take the backup is something. I create a table employees backup as select star from employees. So this statement will create a new table with backup from the existing table. We will discuss this when we start with the DDL statements in detail. Just to see it like it's getting executed. Now what I do is here I'm trying to select insert into employees ID, name and department and salary. These are the fields, right? We have ID, name, department and salary. So we can take it some of the data from employee table. We have employee also. Let's see what is the employee here. Okay, it's just ID, name and email, right? Okay. Now so what we can do is now we'll try to insert here and take the data from some other table. Okay, for example, okay, where is this file now? 13, right? Okay, not 13. Where we have seen this table. Here we have it. Oh, Yeah, both are 39. Okay. All right. So insert into employees ID, name, department, salary, and taking from some other table. We are not inserting values. We are not giving here, but we are selecting some other from employees. So if you want to give it here, this data mainly that value is supposed to be there in new table. Sorry, the old table. What are the elements that you are going to pick it up? So temporary employees are here. So if there is like all the table, for example, here which table that we can pick it up, but here all are salary, department, name, ID, all are mandatory elements. What are the here? So what I do is here. Uh, I have a backup table already created, right? What I do is I'm trying to fetch it all the data and keep it employees table as a duplicate, and ID that I'll get added, +1 or something, so that it will get added there itself. Okay. So what I do is here. Uh, Employees and where is the I have taken like backup table also, right? What I do is from, because I want to make sure the same data is here in this, so that's what like I'll take it. I'm trying to insert the employees table, taking from employees backup like this. What data? The same data, the same column data is there, right? So I will keep it here, same value. Sorry, ID. Okay, I'll keep it the same value. Okay, ID, name, department, and salary, the same thing I'm taking from employees backup. So to avoid the duplicate, right, I'll add it 20. So duplicate will not be there here. And what I can do is here, I'll append names also. I think names, so you may have duplicate. What to do is like I'll append name as well. To the name, just I'll add 1 or 2, or like just to make sure the different names. So what I do is um, um, one I'll keep it, sorry. Um, okay, here this will concatenate. Here ID, take the ID value from backup and add +20, and name and plus this department, and you can have the department salary, let it be the same thing, because I want to make sure going to insert it should not be insert duplicate, and it should not be failed, right? Because we have maintained like primary case ID. So if you take the same IDs over here, because this is a backup, I took it in the above statement, right? The same thing. Now I'm keeping it back it again, right? So I don't want to get the duplicate keys here. That's what like I'm adding here. So before inserting here, what we can do is first we'll execute this one and see how the data is coming here. Okay, just select here and click here to see what the data, how the data is coming now. You see, actual data might be the same. Okay, we are getting name and okay, we are just getting as a 111 like this. Okay, uh, but yeah, we are getting not one, right? We are adding, we need to append a name also here, right? Let's see, one we are getting, right? Okay, what we do is, that's what like we didn't add it now. What I do is, let's see if we execute what we'll get. Oh, column name, if you do no space, like it's taking like the column name. But yeah, but not the column name like this, right? It should be uh, let's see what we can get it right now. We are getting only one here. Um, okay, we'll be getting this. No, it is not getting added. Okay, this way. To name, it is not being. Oh, it's not considering this value now. Okay, we will check on that. Okay, let's take the same name. We can append that. Um, we'll see what will be there. Okay. So select here like this. The entire row will be selected. Then okay, we'll try to put the here and like we'll solve that out. So now we are able to get these values, right, to at least to make the duplicate. This is the duplicate values, right? So then it makes that uniqueness, because actually the values are like added to 20, right? So that's why like actual values are only 1 to 20, or I think like 15, 1 to 15. As we are adding plus 20 here, right, these values are getting added now. Now we'll try to insert this, like select star from here and insert here. So what I'm doing is just select entire thing now, including insert, select star from. First this will get executed, fetch the data and insert the values into the employees table, taking the data from the employees backup, whatever you mentioned with this combination, and keeping this. So just executed. See, insert, these values are inserted. Okay, so total 15 rows are rows are affected, so 15 rows are inserted. Now what we can do is we can select a query from this table just to check employees, right? Previously there was 15 rows, now it's supposed to be 30 rows. Okay, until 15, say 15 previous records, then again plus 20 we added, right? That's what got added. here 20 plus 1, because the same set we got it from other table, backup table, 1 added like this, right? So this is another way of insert data into a table, okay, and fetching it from different table. Okay, that's what I would like to show you this now. And yeah, this we already yesterday we explored, right? Duplicate. This we used to call as a merge and duplicate key, right? Update department, so and so. So if try to insert the 3 with this, if it is not there, it will insert 3, and with this data, if the 3 record is already there with ID 3, then what it will do is like it will set the value department, support and salaries also, which means insert will not fail if the data is duplicate. This is what we learned, the same thing. But yeah, I gave here, this is also one of the way. Then update. So update also we have covered yesterday with the basic stuff. We can set this salary where ID equal to 2 for particular basic update with ID 2, and for department wise, where department IT, if we set it something, it will update the department. Then where we also this also we tried update multiple columns also we can try. So we tried yesterday. Okay, name and salary together. Okay, where ID. There is also we tried with the comma separated. And one more is like subquery. So this subquery now is saying that like before executing this, there will be one more subquery. The same thing like whatever we tried, this is a subquery actually. So insert into values we are doing and executing. Before inserting we are fetching the data, right? This is a subquery. Meaning query, while executing this, it is fetching again and inserting. So query inside query. Okay, so that's what like we can perform similar kind of stuff in update table as well. Okay, for example, going to update employees table, especially salary, setting the salary where average salary for employees for HR. So this is one kind of a requirement. Setting all the salaries for for particular and so and so, mainly in terms of the contribution or something, right? If you want to make it and to produce the report, what we can say is the contribution, what is the average salary from HR department, the same salary that we'll set to the table, and we can produce the report and give it to bank to provide the same thing, the same contribution. That time like this what is the subquery here is, first it will get execute here. Okay, now just I'm doing it, just selecting here. We see before this writer will try to execute. Okay, just I selected like this. Select average salary from employees. This one, okay, 60266. Setting this one to where department equal to HR, meaning take the salary or the average salary of all the employees and set this that average salary whatever we are getting or calculating here, nothing but see the execution is nothing but the calculation, right? So the aggregate function that calculated and get the result here, then keep the result for HR department salary. Now what exactly the HR salary for now, if you see it here, we'll take and we execute for HR and see that what is the salary from employees where department, right, department equals to HR. So with this we'll try, we see first like before executing what is the data here. We do have a different salary, it's not the same salary, right? 50, 69, and we do have a low is 49 and maximum is 69 on HR department. Now what I'm doing it here with this, taking the average salary for all the employees and give it to HR people, common, that way. So that's what like it is going to update right now. So the updating the value by executing one more query, this is called subquery. So we'll check this now. Select, execute. You can specify table name employees for update from, okay, what is that here is, so here we got it, right? So you can't specify table employees for update. Okay. So any technical error here? Okay, we'll try one another way. So we will select this value here, right? Yeah, this is getting now. Okay. The same thing, right? We are getting this value here and inserting. Now, sorry, setting the salary here, where department is HR. So this now it is saying here error code is 1093 and in SQL that we are getting it is there. You can't specify target table employees for updating from class. Why so? Why so here? Table is here and the salary, then okay, employees is not is already there. We will get this now. They say employees table is already there, right? Okay, let's see. We'll take it from okay, back. Backup we do have, right? Okay, let's see. On this one, we got it now from backup. When it says salary is already there in this, and department table, when you execute the same thing, you will be getting it. It's the same thing. It's supposed to work. Yeah, very good. Okay. Okay, let's move on. I'll look at it and I'll let you know this one for this technical issue. Just you can try the same thing in Oracle as well. When we guys we are having that Oracle DB, if there is any constraint, then let me know. And let's move on to the next one is one more important is case. We can update with that case also. That is a conditional logic. Salary here is in MySQL server, we see it when the case is when the department equal to IT, then salary is salary plus 10,000. If the HR, then salary plus 5,000, else salary. That's where we are trying to update here. Says updating the employees and set salary here where case statements. Let's see inner subqueries are working or not. Let me execute. Okay, so the select statement, yeah, probably just I'll cross check and let you know, because there may be some kind of a version. What is the MySQL version and this case statement? So these are the advanced, the statements where we can use it. I'll let you know once the particular version of MySQL that we need to work upon, and also just I'm sure this will work for Oracle as well, as this is a common logic. Okay, try with this who are having Oracle database. Okay, then delete also. Yesterday we tried, we will see it for one of the table in a simple way, where ID we can pass it or particular condition that we can see it. Yeah, here while deleting we can delete entire row, not the single column data, right? That's what we seen. So that we need to remember when you say how we are inserting for multiple columns data, but whereas delete we cannot delete the particular columns data, right? What we did, we can delete the entire row, but based on the condition. If you keep it where ID equal to 3, this is like a third ID, employee ID 3 record will be deleted, and less than 40,000, right? So the salaries will be deleted for less than 40,000. Okay, and the same as in a subqueries. The subquery also where we ID in, for example, finance. We don't know the ID of the finance, right? Then we can get that ID and we can keep that ID here. This will get executed and deleted. Okay, so we do have a finance. We do have a finance stuff here. Finance we do have, right? Okay, how many are we have? We have 1, 2. Okay, 2. Okay, let's see then. Will this subquery is working? So finance, right? Okay. Okay, I think that these are subqueries I'll see there will be any version mismatch or mismatch or something, but yeah, ideally this should work everywhere without having any doubt. Okay, and the subqueries part I'll cross check and let you know. and delete all. When I say delete from employees, that's all. It delete all the records. If you don't mention any condition, but we have to be very careful while deleting. If you don't mention anything, it will delete everything. Okay, it will delete everything. We can also use truncate, but there will be some differences between. This truncate is kind of a DDL operation. Okay, not the DML operation. So it clear the data. Okay, it won't delete like row by row or some other things, like we can have differences when we go with like truncate. We can touch upon DDL, right? That time we'll check about delete versus truncate. Okay, truncate will clear and sweep the entire data, so it not be roll back. But when I say delete the data, we can roll back it, and we can also have the options and delete to delete. So this all the ways, right? One is condition, and ID, and subqueries. This all the tries we can try it using delete if you want to delete for a particular row of data. But but and truncate, we don't have that option, so it will remove all. So when we need to go for the truncate is simply, if you want to sweep the data blindly on the particular table, better go to the truncate than delete. If you want to delete for particular rows based on some conditions or criteria, then we need to go to the delete and put that criteria. That's all. Okay, and the select also, like we already discussed. This is the first day itself before we start, like DML or insert queries. Then, but I put it here. I'll let all to be there in the same one, so that you can practice it. Right, this we already tried. So where salary is greater than 50,000, you get fetch the employees, and also order by, right, descending order, ascending order, if you want to sort it out. By default, ascending order, if you don't mention anything, just we mention order by salary, then it will start out by ascending order. So if you want to mention like in descending order, we need to specifically mention like descending, DESC. Like all other aggregate functions we already discussed, just we can mention like, okay, in this way. So select with subqueries here. Select start from employees where salary is greater than average salaries from all the employees. Like this. Let's see. These subqueries are working or subqueries are having some issues. Okay, yeah, I think subqueries are working. So only like in update set and delete set, like in institution there, like in subqueries are having some issues that are looked at. Now you see it here. This is the one subquery where we are calling the same average salary from employees we already executed, right? So what it is doing here, this executes one query, get the result, it replace the result here. Okay, this is a dynamic value, right? Then and compare this value. So this will execute like select of employees where salary is greater than 60,266.666667, like this. So this is a dynamic. So when you execute this one, you got the result all like in a 66,000 only, not less than that. We have 49,000 also, you have seen it, right? For we have the HRs, we don't see that. Like number 1, 2, some of the records are not there, right? So how it works is, first process you need to understand is it will execute this one and replace this value. So this result and um, okay, if we execute, see this result, 14 rows are fetched at this result, and I executed the hard coded value, and this result, both are same, right? Yeah, difference is now here. Just I already executed and hard coded the value. I know that the value, but here it's a dynamic. So that's what always the queries subqueries are very efficient, and there is a commonly using it here without like hard coding. So query and subqueries data we need to get it in and keep it there. So that way we can get that data and based on the subquery execution. So in the sequence, first subqueries will be executed always, then outer query, because the subqueries are like an inner queries are will give the input to execute the outer. This is like all depends on the one depend on another, one depend on another. So based on that result, that will take how to execute, right? The same way. So based on the result, like it will work. So this is a subqueries or execution. And case also we can use with the select statement. For example, name, we can see case where salary is greater than 67, we can say that is a high, who are having like a high salaries. And salary between 40,000 to 60,000, then medium. And below, low, the range we can. So this is also one of the case statement we can see. Now you see it here, Elias, Bob, Charlie, Diana, they're having like a medium and high. I think there is no low. I think we need to give that. We don't have any 40,000, right? I think then what you can do, 50,000 we can keep it. Medium. We can show low also somewhere. Yeah, we can see. Now low. Okay. Medium and low also we can see, right? Okay. Salary. Yeah, we can take the another name. Salary also will keep it. Then you can apply the case. So we'll take 3 columns. Yeah, now it's fine, right? Salary range. So 50, high, medium, low. Hana having low. So this is also one of the case. So if you, because sometimes like in a dashboard we want to perform, right? So in the metrics something, which area is performing like more crowd, and election poll results will keep it, right? So where we got the like high polling, and the map also will put them some kind of a colors, and there, right, where perform high polling, and where it's a medium or where perform like a low. So this all the stuff, right, will get this executed based on the data that we can put it. So this is also one of the use case using select. Okay. All right. Yeah, these are some advanced stuff here. Whatever we see like case and subqueries, all the stuff that you can try. And I gave some kind of a practice questions also. This you can try. So while executing, if you see any issues or if you're not able to execute, just keep me posted. So I'll work on that and give you the result. Okay. But yeah, don't forget that practice these questions. This always like enhance your learnings. Okay, just I would like to expect, so practice questions with all the stuff, and these practice questions results to be posted in the common group. Okay, any other questions? All right, then
No, sir.
happy learning. Yes, Naresh, do you have any question?
No, sir.
All right then. Okay, then take care. Happy learning. Let's catch up tomorrow.